we all know the first week of the Tour de France can be very, very dangerous and nervous. You found out that last year. Is it the most nervous for any GC team, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Tour is everyone's heightened. You know, everyone's wants to stay in the front. We've seen the last few years there hasn't been a clear leader of the Tour like there used to be with Armstrong, etc. So no one takes that role, and everyone last year anyway it was just an absolute shit fight, and I don't expect it to be any different this year. So yeah.
Just going to pick up the front, the sprint stages. In the past, we've seen HTC, other sprinters teams really sort of dominate that range. This year could be different because there's quite a few teams who have GC riders like yourself, like Sky. Then you've got Oracle Green Edge in the mix, Rabobank, you've got Renshaw. Do you think that'll make it a little bit more unsettled in that final 10, 20 kilometres?
It could do. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen out there, but there's certainly more teams. I mean, I think Argos are here with the sprint team, so there's a few teams that can take that role, but I mean, we'll certainly be in the mix because we've got the world's best sprinter, so that's and he's here to win stages in that first week. So you know, I wouldn't put it out that we'll be out there as well doing that. So.
Is this mentally the best shape you've been in as well?
I'm just very, very confident where I'm at. I can't account for where anyone else is going to be, Cadell, Frank Schleck, whatever, but I'm just very confident in where I'm at. It's the best I've ever been physically. I've done the work this time, which I know I have. And all the numbers of the stuff we've done this week suggest that I'm in the form of my life, and that's all I can do really. I've had a bit of a crash course with the Olympics with this kind of thing, so it's just going out there and doing the performance now really. So
Bradley, Tim Kerrison was saying that there was a moment in the Dauphiné where you seemed to just relax. You became far more relaxed. Do you agree with that, and what do you put it down to?
I think as we've done, some races, particularly Romandy this year, I went into pretty tired because we trained very hard going into that. So I was uncomfortable a lot of the time during Romandy, which sounds ridiculous because I won the race, won 2 stages. But I find it difficult racing like that. I understand I have to race like that sometimes because if you don't do the training, then you can't get to this position. So Dauphiné was the first time we kind of backed off the training, going into it a little bit, and so it was a relief for me there after the time trial and stuff there to really see, okay, now so I know where I'm at now, and so that's kind of where that came from really. And then I knew that once Dauphiné was finished, it was just final training sessions in the 3 weeks between there and here. But most of the season, you know, we've been training under fatigue and racing under fatigue as. You know, trying not to peak for those races, as I kept trying to explain.
Was there an element as well of, you know, it was the 3rd big stage race you won this year. The first time to be lucky, the second time to be lucky again, the third time you felt, I've actually... No,
I don't think there was any element of that. It was more a case of, right, let's really see where we're at now. You know, let's see where the work is. I wanted to feel within myself in Dauphiné. I never really wanted. Last year when I won Dauphiné, I had to dig deep to win it. I felt like I was, always kind of, a second away from cracking in or whatever. But this year, I wanted to just get through Dauphiné as if it was the first week of the tour and there was 2 weeks to go, kind of thing. And I felt I did that. I've never really felt in any great difficulty and was comfortable in the time trial. So it was kind of just reassurance of everything's on track. So I think I had to fit, if I was going to be a real contender for the tour, I had to be like that in Dauphiné because I think that's the mark of the favourites for the tour. Because after Dauphiné last year, I don't think that was a tour winning performance at Dauphiné. I think it was a top 5, top 3 maybe podium type. So yeah, that's kind of where